hating my neighbor so much that I would pursue a politic that would put my children in harm's way. That's that lets you know how hate is just so consuming. It just makes you irrational. And the noetic effects of sin. Sin can just kind of make you stupid, you know? And I'm like, these are political decisions that are going to impact your grandmother, that are going to impact your children, that are going to impact your daughters and your sons. I cannot imagine hating my neighbor so much, being so uncomfortable with their difference in their culture, that I would put my beautiful children in harm's way because of it.
Yeah, well, I've heard talk online about how the Republican Party is wholly given over to Trumpism. And I think at the same time, we need to talk about how segments of the American church are wholly given over to Trumpism and white Christian nationalism. And that's what it feels like, going back to what Tyler said around the effects on the church. Like, they've made their stance known. I mean, they have been, but they re-upped it. They doubled down on it in 2024. And I'm encountering lots of people, particularly white Christians, who are still in or in proximity to those fellowships. Like, what do we do? What do we do? And I'm just like, listen, they've told you who they are. That's between you and God, whether you are in a season where you need to be there and speak up. Don't just sit. Just like annoy them with your protestations, or if you need to leave. Um, I think on the one hand, while it's dismally disappointing, it's certainly not surprising that white folks would support this. But I wonder what y'all's thoughts are on black men and the way they voted. Now, I'm the first one to say black men still voted for Harris to the tune of 78%, right? I think that was second highest after black women. So there's a certain extent to which, if we say, the chatter on the news was, oh, black men are defecting, they are going over to Trump and supporting him in record numbers, all that stuff. Well, I think that belies the overall point that more than three-quarters of black men still pulled the lever for the Democratic presidential candidate. But I also was curious about your thoughts, because the Democrats did lose ground with black men and all kinds of men, actually.